It's me, for People Brock's the British Tech Guru. This is a quick review of a Nissan Versa. I call it the Nissan Vespa because I don't really like it. Not a bad looking car, it's very uncomfortable to drive if you're tall, as I am. The boot or trunk is pretty darn big. I'd probably hide a body in it. This is of course a rental because my car is away being fixed. It looks quite tidy, but as I said, I don't particularly like it because it's uncomfortable to drive. Just a second, we'll see what it looks like inside. And it looks quite snazzy inside, it really does. The steering wheel is a bit of a funky shape, and it has a rather, let me see if I can get in. Oh, there we are. It has this funky little entertainment system, and if I put the key in the ignition, now it is a key fob with this, but I don't have it. They didn't trust me with the key fob. I just turned it on. Now there is a little bit of a glitch with the transmission. It gives a little bit of a jump when I go up to oh dear, the display's come on. Oh good, display is off. Yes, that is the on-off button for the display. I hate this thing. The gear stick is pretty good. I like the fact there's a USB power socket. The climate control does work, and I've got to press up funky little buttons before I can turn the dial the whole way. That I don't like. The display is quite interesting, and it gives me all the information I need. As you can see, this has 74 miles on the odometer. I picked it up, it had 17. I've had it for 3 days. I don't drive very much. Yeah, and it works. It tells me it's doing about 23.5 miles to the gallon at the moment, but I think it'll probably go up to about 28 or 30. But then it's only got 74 miles on the clock, so it hasn't been really able to work out how many miles to the gallon it really does. There's the steering wheel, and again we've got lots of these silly little buttons all over it, so we don't really quite know. I don't know quite what half of those buttons do. And this is a simpler car than I'm used to, or rather it's a simpler car than I'm used to as a hire car from the garage. It's way more complicated than my Nissan Xterra, and I thought my Nissan Xterra had far too many switches and dials, switches and buttons and whatnot. On the whole, and there we are, look through the front window. This is rather unusual. There's a little tilt thing, and mine dims automatically. I don't know what's going on there. That's ridiculous. Yeah, it's a nice little car, probably if you're a woman. Now I've got the steering wheel cranked up as far as I can and pulled out as far as I can, and my knees are still banging up against the column. Yeah, like I said, it's not comfortable if you're a man, particularly a tall man, and this is probably a car for ditzy little women. Short woman, yeah, that'll probably be fine. But for a man, nah, avoid it. I don't think there's anything else I can say about it apart from just pan round. And there's the back seat and the back window. And yeah. It's a nice hire car just to use when your car's being serviced, but that's about it. Well, my overall impressions, having been driving this for a little while, the accelerator is very, very sensitive, and it is very easy to go a little faster than the speed limit. The brakes are very sensitive. The handling is pretty good, although I like to hear more engine noise. All I'm hearing is road noise. So I really don't know how the engine is performing because I can't hear it. Handling is okay. I still don't like it. It's just an uncomfortable vehicle to drive, but it seems to drive perfectly fine. It's got too many bells and whistles, particularly that. The interior layout is clean and generally pretty nice, but again, personal preference. This is not a vehicle that I would buy myself.